All right, we're here in the Phoenix studio of Olin Tsingine, a great jeweler and also very knowledgeable in turquoise. How you doing, Olin?
I'm good.
Sorry to bug you again today. Tell us, tell us about I know you look for a lot of high grade turquoise. What do you look for when you're looking for a piece?
Um, Personally, I try to look for rough turquoise because I cut a lot of corners and costs when you buy rough. Nobody offers rough for sale, so it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. And sometimes you gotta trade people something they want, and everybody has money, but sometimes you gotta trade them coral. Sometimes you gotta trade them opal jewelry. Sometimes you gotta trade them your jewelry, finished jewelry. But that's what I try to look for. And sometimes I can find deals in turquoise that isn't cut so good. I guess like a diamond that's not cut correct. So I know the color's there. I know it's natural. I know I can cut it to where it needs to be, and the value will go up. I know how to cut where I don't lose too many carats on it. So just as long as it's natural and the color's there, I'll buy it if it's at a good price.
And what kind of stones? Which pieces are you enjoying using right now in your jewelry? What are some of your favorites?
My favorite turquoise is probably Bisbee turquoise. It's an Arizona stone. Um, Being in Arizona, you run into old timers at different gem shows. The different traders have it. We're not in Nevada, so you find what's around. You make phone calls. You even write letters because the old timers don't do emails or Facebook or Instagram. So you try to communicate with them however. Sometimes they'll stay on the phone for 10 seconds, but you just get their address and you find out where they live and you go talk to them.
Really? So you really search it out.
I'm a stickler for that because I used to be a picker, because I used to buy and sell opal jewelry, and that's how I started in the jewelry business. And one time, or two times, three times, pretty soon I had a pile of beat up, broken jewelry, and I was like, I need to fix this somehow. So I took silversmithing classes at Tempe Parks and Recs for $60.
Wow.
And then I started going to shows and started asking the different jewelers if they would help me. And I would pay them in coral and turquoise.
Really?
Yeah.
That's how it started.
Yeah.
And what do you like about Bisbee besides being local?
Well, the color is just like, it just captures something like it just captures everything you like about turquoise. It's deep blue or it can go light blue. It's just, there's so many characteristics of it, and it's really hard. The blue stuff is really hard.
So it'll hold up.
Yeah, it won't fracture very much.
So you don't need to do anything to it?
Yeah, and it takes a really nice polish.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And it has the nice kind of webbing in there too, right?
Yeah, people love it. They don't even know what, they're not even looking for Bisbee, but they see a whole tray of my jewelry and they'll say, "What's this? What's that?" That's Bisbee. Oh yeah. It just captures their eye,
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It has those nice colors to it. Have you been to the Bisbee mine?
Actually, I have.
Yeah. What's it like in there?
There's nothing in there. It's just.
So it's done.
Yeah.
So anything you find with Bisbee is.
I found Bisbee on the Bisbee dumps.
Really?
Yeah. So that big old pit, there's really nothing there. Everything is on the dumps.
Is it true that's what happened with Cerrillos? The highway department covered some road with a bunch of trailings from the mine?
No, I don't know about, that's a New Mexico thing. I try to stay home. I stay with the Cardinals and
Right.
Phoenix Suns.
Right. All Arizona.
Yeah, I'm an Arizona boy.
What do you tell your collectors when they ask you like what to look for, how to find quality? What are some of the tips that you give them when they're buying the pieces? So what kind of questions do they ask you?
They asked me, is it natural? Well, yeah. How can you tell? Because I bought it in natural rough.
So you'll carve it out of the mother stone.
Yeah. Mm. And I buy from reputable dealers too. So I go to their house. I have really good relationships with stone dealers because I can't buy all rough, but that's when I try to get, because dealers won't sell me rough, so they'll sell me stone, and like, okay, I just buy from reputable dealers.
I see. Who are some of the artists, some of the maybe historic or living artists that you? I know you have a lot of friends in the industry that whose work you like, or maybe who you've collaborated with in the past.
One of my teachers and one of my friends, his name is Edison Cummings. He taught me, this, that, have a well-rounded game. Like, I can do anything, man. And sometimes he'll come over here, hey, Olin, I need some stone or this, whatever. Like, pick it out, man. He's like, oh, I don't need your good stuff. I'll just take all these cutoffs. Like, what, dude? You can buy it. You can take this, and use this, and I just need your cutoffs. He'll come back 3 days later with a finished piece, and I'm like, those are cutoffs, dude. I'm like, it's incredible,
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm like,
So what's he good at? Just the design or the?
His design sense. He'll make something nobody else has made. Everybody will try to copy it. So, I'll just make something else.
Right.
So he's one of those guys that has really good design sense, and he's a painter, so his color palette is always there. He can create beauty out of anything, out of ironwood, out of any kind of colors. He can mix them together. He knows the mind and the eye really well.
Right.
So he just creates beauty, and that's his thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I know you're telling me that your mom's from the same village as Charles Logoma. Was he an influence on you as well?
My grandma Tsingine is from the same village as Charles Logoma, and he was really influential in ceremonies and stuff in Hobela, and so that's the village my dad's from. That's Third Mesa. My mom is from First Mesa, and my grandma Dahi went to school at Phoenix Indian School with Charles Logoma and his first wife.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I didn't know that till I became a jeweler.
Right. So it's in your blood.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm like, I didn't pick up jewelry making till I was 30 something, and I'm like kicking myself. I'm like, I could have been running into that dude my whole life, and I didn't know it.
Right.
Yeah, because you don't draw attention to yourself when you're back home, because they'll hand you a piece of humble pie right there and make you eat it.
Right.
So I've probably been running into him my whole life, and I didn't know it.
Wow.
And I'm like kicking myself. Damn, man! If I knew I didn't know I don't want to be an artist. I could have been at his house, I could have been like a really big pest to him, probably.
Right. So now you just pester other people.
Yeah, I just pester other people.
And going back to the stones, you like to carve your own, right? Like you said, you like to really control the whole process, right?
Yeah, it's you look at a piece of turquoise, and I found this on the Bisbee dumps, and you're like, oh, what can I make out of this? What does this look like? And you try not to ever make big small. You want to use you want to take as less as little turquoise off as possible. So what is this? You know, is it a bear? Is it a frog? Is it just a big old piece of turquoise that you have to cut the bottom off of and use the whole big piece of turquoise? You know. So those are the things you have to decide. You know.
So you let the stone kind of
Yeah.
tell you what to do?
Yeah.
Really?
And I would go to these shows, you know, little shows, and you would hear these artists talking about this, you know, mumbo jumbo, this, that, and the other, and I'm like, whatever, dude, I'm native, you don't have to tell me that. Until you become an artist, and the rocks really do talk to you.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So.
That's where that's where it all starts.
That's where it all starts.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Anything else any other tips you want to give to collectors? Are people interested in turquoise?
Buy from artists direct. That's your best bet. There's all kind of shows all over the nation. There's magazines that tell you about the shows, you know. Sometimes artists will want to work through a gallery. That's fine too, but you should meet the artists, you know. Sometimes they have big old long lists of things they have to do, and they have to work through a gallery. And so they'll put you on the list, and you can get your piece custom made.
So you do a lot of commissions too?
Yeah, commission work.
Wow.
Probably about 70% of my work. I'll make a design, but this won't fit everybody.
Right.
But I want the stones that are on here, and I want it to fit me. So can you make it my size? And we can accommodate you.
Good. All right. Well, thanks for your time, Olin. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.